guys, welcome to the weekend. Welcome to another ASMR soldier video. You know, I was at the gym yesterday when I thought about this topic, and I think it's a pretty good one because this is what happened, right? I was at the gym and I saw some guys in there that were massive, huge, and they were very strong, and it made me feel like really weak and small, and I was like, oh my god, I'm tiny compared to these guys, you know. And it made me think, you know, if I compared myself to everybody that was better than me instead of comparing myself to yesterday's performance or the day before, you know, as I work towards my fitness goals, I realized that I would just paralyze myself and I wouldn't be able to move forward or even go to the gym. And it made me realize that's probably why a lot of people don't follow up on their New Year's resolutions or whatever, you know, goals that they have, because they already see some people that have what they want, or they see some people that are already where they want to be. And it made me really realize that you can't do that, because it's very self-destructive, it's very counterproductive. So I was literally pep talking myself, telling myself, I was like, hey, don't compare yourself to that guy. You're here competing against who you were yesterday. You know, not who you are today. Not who that person is. The only time you compete with somebody else is after all the training is done. After everything that you've worked towards is done and you're in an actual competition. That's the only time I'd say you will compete against someone. Other than that, you are just competing against who you were yesterday. Okay, so don't let someone else's progress towards their goals, you know, impede yours towards yours, because you see that they may be ahead of you, or you see that they are where you want to be, but instead, you know, look at that, admire the fact that they went through the hardship, sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears to get to where they want to be, and then talk to yourself and compare yourself from who you were yesterday, because it paralyzed me a little bit yesterday when I was when I was doing my workout, and I see this guy's huge, you know what I mean, just huge, strong, and I'm like, damn. But sometimes we gotta take a step back. You know, we gotta talk to ourselves. We gotta give ourselves a little pep talk. And excuse me, and it worked. That little pep talk worked, because after that I kind of zoned out. I started focusing on my workout, right? And I started focusing on that mind to muscle connection, where you're envisioning yourself lifting the weight, and you're envisioning yourself pushing the weight up or pulling it, or whatever the case is, and you're not worried about what other people around you are thinking or what they're saying, because they themselves are going through the same thing that you just went through. They're trying to focus on themselves to become a better version of themselves. And I thought that was pretty interesting because not only does that happen in the gym, that also happens in real life, especially now because we have social media, right? And social media, even though it's great, it's given us platforms to open up, right? To seek out other people like us. It's given us the ability to see the world that we may have not been able to see before. But I think it's also a flip side, because when you're looking at your favorite influencer, right? I'm going to use that word very freely. You're looking at the highlight of their day or of their week. You're not looking at anything bad that's happened to them. You're not looking at, their mental health. They're not displaying that out there. They're not displaying all the hardships that they had to go through. They're not explaining all the 50 or 60 angles that they had to go through to get that perfect pose. You are seeing that one picture or that one 60-second clip where the lighting was right, where the location was right, where everything was just perfect, and you think that their life is perfect. So you start comparing yourself to them, saying, man, why can't I be like that? Why can't I have that? Why can't this? Why can't that? Etc., etc., etc. And you start to beat yourself up, and you lose sight of the things that you already have, of the things you've already achieved. You lose sight a little bit of who you are. And it's tough. It's become tougher since the invention of Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, right? Because you're just seeing the best. You're not seeing what they're going through. And in your mind, you're thinking, man, I'm way behind the rat race. Right? You're thinking, I am way behind. I still have debt. I don't have my dream car. I've never been to Fiji, etc. But you don't know what these people are going through. You don't know if they have debt. You don't know if the Fiji picture is really in Fiji. It could be a very well staged green screen. So, I'm not saying don't look up to people. I'm just saying focus on yourself. Alright, because when you focus on yourself, you grow. When you focus on other people, they grow. So it's just a quick little message to keep you focused and keep you on track, as we're already almost halfway through the first month of the new year, and 2022. I'm excited for it, even though I am going to leave stateside. Like I mentioned, I am going to go to Korea. I've already been to Korea before, so I know what to expect. I know that the food is great. I know a little bit of the area where I'm going, and I know that that it's only going to be for a year, and that time's going to go by fast. I have somewhat expectation management on my way there. As much as I would love to stay stateside, the big army has said, hey, we're going to send you and your wife to Korea, and thanks for your service. That's just the way it is. But hey, if you guys like this video and this kind of content, you could support me by hitting the like button, because likes are free and they take 0.2 seconds. If you want to support me further and support the channel, you can go to the Patreon. The link is going to be in the description, where I have custom videos if you request them. I post pictures and videos of my army training and my day in the life of what I can post. I do have some secret stuff that I can't take my phone and post because it's illegal and I'm not gonna go to jail. I thank you guys so much. 2022, let's make this our year. Okay? Y'all remember, I got your 6. You guys have a good night.